Right here on my screen, I have the 5 reasons why you should not move to Vancouver. Now, of course, I live here, but I'm just going to caution you, if you're thinking of making that move or thinking of transitioning over to Vancouver's Lower Mainland, that there are some pretty big negatives that you want to be aware of before you make that move. So I just thought I'd get that out the way and share with you in no particular order really. This is just what we see and hear people complaining about, so hopefully that'll give you a bit of a prep. Hey guys, my name is Chi Huang. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, like I said, my name is Chi Huang. I am a real estate agent here in Metro Vancouver. I serve the Vancouver area and its surrounding suburbs. So if you are thinking of making a move to the Vancouver area, make sure you check the info down below for my contact information. I also want to take this time to invite all of you to the comments section. If you're a local, you're here in Vancouver, and I missed something that you don't like about Vancouver, make sure you let us know down below in the comments. And also if you have any questions, if you're maybe someone that's thinking of making a move from another province, leave your questions down below so you can get that answered as well. Now with that being said, let's move on to the first thing I have written down on my laptop over here, which is the weather. Yes, Vancouver is famous for its rainy days. We're talking about roughly 160 to 170 days of rain on average a year. The rain is especially heavy between the months of November to March. So for those of you who love sunshine and maybe you're even used to year-round warm weather, it is definitely going to be an adjustment. The gray days here are something that you'll just have to learn and be ready to deal with. I will give it to the many that live here though. Vancouverites have learned to embrace this lifestyle and have continued to enjoy the outdoor regardless of rain or shine. Whether it's hiking, biking, or just going through one of our many parks, the rain doesn't seem to stop a lot of people here from enjoying the incredible things this region has to offer. And I guess it's also the rain that keeps our city green and lush, and I have heard of people who actually enjoy rainy days. So is this a small negative, a big negative, maybe even a positive? It's kind of a personal preference kind of thing. Next, let's talk about the urban sprawl and development. Now, Greater Vancouver is expanding and it's expanding quickly. While that growth brings opportunities, it also comes with challenges. Suburbs like Surrey and Langley, for example, are growing rapidly, but this has led to some serious urban sprawl. What used to be farmland or green space is now dense residential developments. This kind of rapid development puts a strain on infrastructure, so think crowded roads, schools, and public services. We're seeing a loss of green spaces, which affects the overall quality of life. Plus, with more concrete and fewer permeable surfaces, we're seeing increased risks of flooding in some areas, especially in low-lying places like Richmond and Delta. While there are a ton of new developments, the good thing about Vancouver is the fact that the suburban areas have a tremendous amount of green. So if that is something important to you, and if you're willing to branch out to areas a bit further away from downtown Vancouver, you can still without a doubt find plenty of options and be in an environment that is what this place is known for. Next on the list is healthcare accessibility. Now, Canada is known for its universal healthcare system, but that doesn't mean it's perfect. The region is growing fast and our healthcare system is struggling to keep up. Long wait times for non-emergency services are common, and in some of the more suburban areas, access to specialists and medical facilities can be more limited. So if you're considering moving here, it's important to know that while emergency care is readily available, you might face delays for other types of care. This just means that navigating the healthcare system efficiently is key. For example, getting a good family doctor, using walk-in clinics wisely, and staying proactive about your health can help you avoid the longer wait times. Also, it is important to note that this place is home to some of the best hospitals and specialists in all of Canada. So when you do need care, rest assured you are in very capable hands. Now for the big one, the one I'm sure all of you have been waiting for. That's right, the high cost of living. For starters, it's no secret that the housing market here is very expensive. Vancouver was voted the 3rd most expensive housing markets in the world recently. And let's not even talk about owning, but just renting, you're looking at $2,500 or more for a 1-bedroom in many areas. It doesn't stop there though. British Columbia also has one of the highest income taxes in Canada, especially if you're a higher earner. And we also can't forget about the 12% sales tax that's on almost everything. So whether you're buying a home, renting, or just living your day-to-day life, the costs here can really add up if you're not well prepared financially. I'm sure some of you are thinking, why do people even consider living in Vancouver then? Well, I made a video about the top 5 reasons why we still continue to see people moving to Vancouver, so make sure you check that out. But for a quick inside look, people here have definitely stuck around because of its lifestyle. They've invested in more than just a place to live. They've invested in a stable, appreciating market that's consistently ranked as one of the most livable places in the world. And if you're strategic about where and when to buy a home, there are still many opportunities to find value out there. If you guys would like me to make a video about home prices across Greater Vancouver and which areas are more affordable than others, leave a comment down below. I would love to share some insight if that's something you guys are interested in. Lastly, something pretty serious and not talked about too often is the earthquake risk. Greater Vancouver is an active seismic zone, and we're far overdue for a major earthquake here. And this isn't just speculation. Scientists have said that there's a 10 to 15% chance of a big one hitting in the next 50 years, and that number is increasing the closer we get. The good news though is that we're prepared. Building codes in the region are some of the strictest in the world, so it's designed specifically to withstand seismic activity. That's not to say though, if a big one does hit, it is without a doubt going to do some severe damage. So make sure you're prepared and have a solid emergency plan so you can mitigate some of those risks. At the end of the day, of course, like every other place, there are potential for natural disasters. It isn't just unique to Vancouver. So whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, or floods, every place has its challenges, but I just want to bring to your attention the more possible one here. Okay, so there you have it. Those were the top 5 cons of living in Vancouver, with cost of living probably at the top of most people's list. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a great place to live overall, except for these 5 things. We don't like these 5 things, but now you've been warned. That's why I'm making this video, to warn you ahead of time. And if you still consider making a move here, feel free to reach out. All my information is down in the description. With that being said, I guess that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you stick around for the next one. Peace.